Hey guys, this is ICCE523. I'm doing another Rigs of Rods video, and I can finally drive and talk at the same time because I finally got a working microphone here. So this is going to be pretty cool. I'm doing this video basically just to show off one of the bus packs that I've been working on for a while now. And you probably won't be too surprised to know that it is a North Syracuse ICCE pack. So it's a 12 bus pack, and basically what I did is I took one bus from each model year starting at 2006 and going all the way through to 2017. So I'm going to start at the bottom end here and just start by showing you some of the visuals, and then we'll drive around a little bit. So the first one I chose is 460. It's a 2006. All of these you'll see there's a picture there of the real bus. So we're going to shut off the engine for now. You'll hear the sounds later. Okay, so a few things. These are New York buses, so they have the lighted sign, which actually works. I'll put some flares in there, if you call that working. So this bus has the incandescent warning lights, which are actually incandescent. It also has incandescent stop arms, which flash a little slower. You'll see I actually have LED stop arms on the newer ones, so you'll see those are a little quicker. Okay. Got some stuff on the inside as well. This one has brown seats. The 2006s were the last ones to have the brown seats. So this is the only bus in the pack that has that. You got your gauges, and pretty standard stuff here. Another thing to take note of is the reflective tape, because that'll change a little bit as we get to the newer models. I'll point that out when we get there. So yeah, I found a bent crossing gate that I used on this one. Got my numbers in the corner, which are a little small. I can probably make those a little bit bigger. But yeah, so that is 460. So let me get out of the. Actually, you know what? I'll just despawn this one. You know what? We're gonna drive. I changed my mind. So let's start it up. So I use this idle sound for both the inside and the outside. I think it's actually really excited when I found it because I like it a lot. So that's pretty much the same. There is a small difference between oh yeah, I do have a little smoke coming out the back there. Those VT365s love to smoke. So you can hear the outside sounds. The inside is a little bit more muffled. All the dash lights work. Another feature I put on these buses, the doors will only open and close when the bus is stopped. Well, then, I shouldn't say that. You won't be, if the bus is stopped and you open and close the doors, you won't be able to move until that operation is complete. And you can also see that it changes the movement of the doors a little bit too as well, which I actually think makes it look a little more realistic. you around the block, as I like to call it. Just taking a few of these area roads and then out back as the bus stop. Hear the outside sounds a little bit one more time. Alright, so that's 460. I will despawn that one. Alright, so the next one I made is 475, which is a 2007. Now this one was pretty much the same as the other one. I used a straight crossing gate for this one just because. It also has a VT365, so the engine sounds are all the same. Really the only difference here is the switch from brown to blue seats. You can see, oh, and the number moved up to the corner there, whereas it was down below before. They moved it up to the corner for 2007, and that's where it's been ever since. So yeah, that's 475. Pretty much the same, except for those seats. And the font for the lettering got a little bit smaller. So I'll despawn that one. Next one is 489, which is a 2008, also a VT365. The one change here, you can see the reflective tape got lighter. We changed the font again a little bit, which that actually is pretty close to what it actually is on the real buses, so I was pleased with how that came out. Engine sounds again exactly the same. Got our incandescent warning lights and stop arms again, so that hasn't changed. Blue seats again. All the rest of the buses will have the blue seats. So yeah, this is I got cut off there for some reason, but we're back now. So yeah, basically I was just finishing up 489. So yeah, that's 489. So we're gonna despawn this now, and the next one we're gonna look at is 500, which is a 2009. So if you know anything about ICs, you know that going from 2008 to 2009 there was a little bit of a change. So you can see that's reflected here. The crossing gate has been lowered, and the gauges are different, and there's ignition sound in there. Blue seats, so that stuff's all the same. We still have our incandescent lights on this one, so that hasn't changed. So we'll start it up, and oh, the turn signal changed too. So that was reflected as well. So let's start it up. I am trying to find another ignition sound because you can hear a hydraulic brake pump in that one, which this is obviously an air brake bus. but that's the best one I have right now. So let's start it up. Close that. So this does have a separate inside and outside idle sound. This one's a little rougher, so I put it on the outside. The rest of it is all the same. So we'll take it around the block. Can't move until the doors finish closing. You can try to, but it won't let you. Alright, so that is bus 500. We'll move that one. Next one is 515 of 2010. And the only change really on this one is 2010 was the year when they went to LED stop arms. So the warning lights are still incandescent, but you can see those stop arms are flashing much more quickly now. Other than that, everything's pretty much the same in here. Slightly different model this bus is using. It's still got the AC switches in here, which is unfortunate because I did get rid of those AC vents as well as I could, because these New York buses don't have AC. So so that is 515. And the next one, if you know me well at all, you know I had to make this one's 523. And this is using an updated bus model. This one's a little bit newer than the other ones I've been using, so you can see it looks a little bit nicer. a little more filled out. What I mean, as far as specs go, this one's pretty much the same as 515. You got your incandescent lights and your LED stop arms. Yeah, that's my baby 523. Anyway, moving on. Next one is 537, which had to kind of use a weirdo. That's got to be fixed. Those yellows are supposed to match on the school bus sign there, so I gotta fix that. I was kind of running out of models to choose from at this point. You have to use different models for each of the buses in order to get them to spawn together and have their separate features. So this one's got the high skirts on it, which is unfortunate because none of our buses have that, but whatever. No AC vents on this one, so that was kind of nice. But this is 537, 2012. Still has your incandescent lights, LED stop arms. There's your interior. Same Maxxforce DT engine sounds. Alright, so we'll despawn that one. And now we're in for a bit of a change here. So we're going to our 2013, which is bus 544. And the biggest visual change here is the lights. So in 2013, that's when they started using the LED warning lights, and they do strobe. So there's those. The stop arms are still the same. And the other big change on these buses was the switch to the Maxxforce 7. So the Maxxforce 7 sounds I have on this are decent. They're not great. I do want to see if I can try and find better ones. But we'll start it up and take it for a spin. If I have the ignition on. Yeah, cut off there again. I guess it cuts me off after a certain amount of time. Anyway, so I got the ignition on. We're going to start it up. The inside and outside sounds on these buses are exactly the same. So I won't bother switching to the outside view. Well, except for you can see the lights on one of the stops. I'll do that. I'll do the same 2 stops I did last time. These seem to work well. Now you'll notice the warning lights do flash a little bit slower than the 2 stop arms. So they will go out of sync. which I think is pretty realistic. The two stop arms are also slightly out of sync. I think the front one is slightly faster than the back one, but I could be wrong. It could be the other way around. Also on this one, we have the recessed school bus sign there, which is just a texture, by the way. It's not actually carved into the bus, but it does look pretty good for being just a texture. So that is 544, 2013 Maxxforce 7. Next one is 559, 2014. This one's pretty much the same. Again, it uses that newer model, so it's got the nice interior on it. They got strobe lights. Got your Maxxforce 7 badge on there. Diesel tanks up front on this one. So yeah, well, that's that bus. Engine sounds are the same, obviously, so I'm not going to drive it. Moving on to the next one, 2015, 572. Which, same story, Maxxforce 7, strobing lights. So, I won't go into that one too much more. And then our 2016 588. If you know anything about internationals and ICs, you know with all that Maxxforce engine trouble that they had, they ended up getting rid of them after 2015, so this one runs a Cummins. You got your DEF tank up front, and then your diesel tank, which they moved to the back. And then you got your snazzy little Cummins logo on the hood there. So we will start this up. There are two different idle sounds. One for the inside, which is a little more muffled, and then the outside one. So you'll hear those. The other sounds are exactly the same inside and outside. So that's your inside one, which is a little muffled, and then the outside one. So let's take it for a spin. Yeah. I'm driving my company buses quite a bit lately, and they don't have that door feature, so going back to driving these, I forget that I gotta wait for the door to finish closing before I start moving. So that is 588. That is not the button I meant to hit. No, that's not the button I meant to hit either. Remove. Okay, so the last one is 601. It cut off on me again at some point. I'm not exactly sure where it did that, but just showing off 601 here, which is essentially the same thing as 588. So I'm just probably gonna wrap this up here. There is one more thing I wanted to show here, and that is that each of these buses has their own separate flares for lights. So what that means is that the stop arms lights and the warning lights will be out of sequence. So I can spawn 544 here, and I can put the lights on for that. And they don't match up with 601s, which is pretty realistic, I think. Same thing with the incandescent ones. I can spawn 523. And I can spawn 475. And you can see those aren't in line with each other either. So And there's your comparison between the two stock arms. It probably looks a little clearer when you put them next to each other. But yeah, so that's it. Hope you enjoyed the video.